Ukraine is the map, potentially, where ENCE can walk away with a 2-0 victory in the series if they look as hot as they have done. But they're going to need to carry on that form. Let's find out now as we delve into the deeper reaches of Train, our second map in this series, Ben.
So that's quite an interesting set of grenades bought by X7. So it's quite rare you see no flashbang bought at all. It immediately makes me think this is going to be a B after plant situation. He'll have a Molotov, he'll stay upper. But the fact that they're just rushing straight in, the smoke hasn't even gone down. The Molotov comes out towards C, so this is actually a different way of doing it. I like the idea of it. So the Molotov goes in towards Z. It's going to be a full 5v5 retake.
They've already got complete control of the B site.
They are.
The smoke goes down, so they effectively can't push through connector unless they're going to flash the way out. It looks like they were contemplating it, and Food does fully go for it. He's out through the smoke, but they just run straight into the crosshair of a madman with a Glock who's doing damage across the board. Luckily, the brothers, they're always coming to the strength and the saving grace of eUnited, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to save this round, as Freakazoid is the only one that's left. He gets the whole way behind him, however. They don't have a kit, and they have spotted him out. They know of his angle. Actually, they're not.
He gets the kill.
Completely exposes himself. He gets one kill, but there isn't any time. The round is going to go down. And ENCE do walk away with a pistol, but at least it got a little bit awkward there.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a pistol go like that.
No.
In the sense that all 5 CTs, or 4 CTs in CT spawn, battling out with one player in Z, and all the Ts are also just there. Like, that's such a weird one, but ultimately, like, if you try and replicate that yourself or something, you end up having a situation where the CT player in Z actually gets like 2 kills because the smoke wasn't used in the way that you'd expect it to. Nevertheless, though, look how quickly they're going out here. The confidence is flowing. Arlu, he is going.
Oh, he's already up close towards the SOP sign at this point. Mac 10 in hand. Aerial done for. Marky should run straight into him, but he wins that fight somehow. Marky's walking away dominantly with the deagle until he's punished eventually by Sunny. Recovers himself an AK as well. Starts to slay with it as he picks up 2 kills. And from a round that seemed like it could have been awkward from the back as some damage coming through from Marky, quickly returns to favor of ENCE.
Yeah, decent recovery, all things considered. Like, the 2 kills that Marky got were very unsuspecting, I think it's fair to say. The first kill he got was the AK. And from what we saw, Arlu should have been jumping right at him. But it might be in a situation where you jump around that corner, he hits you mid-air first shot, you're trying to spam back, you don't get a single hit, and he actually hits you just as you land again. Which, you know, not ideal, but the recovery was great enough that you had 3 players live anyway, so you're not too concerned. They're actually just pushing straight. I'm surprised they didn't just choose to die in the Molotov. It felt like one of those situations. But I suppose Marky has the P250. Don't want to really just give away that $300 you already expended.
They're taking so much damage already, though. Cooper's on 3 HP. Cooper's now dead. Vanity's been dinked down an incredible amount. And the worst part is, if Aerial gets any more of these kills, he's going to make so much bank. And he's also got backup.
Look how many players are on CT stairs. Sunny could have a field day if he actually peeks the angle in a nice way. Just because it's headshot angles with the USB.
Or even if he at least distracts them, so we could see some more potential aerial assault. So he really does make money with that Mac 10. He's trying his luck. Oh, he's had to down to 1 HP and he'll get away. Oh, no.
I would probably just given the Mac 10 to Sunny and let him try and hunt, because he's got more health.
Just send him in on a suicide mission.
Sunny has to make noise with that. Oh, he actually silently did it.
Oh, send him.
Oh, there was a player tight right. It would have been very scary. So Sunny, because he had the USP, he's also dropped the AWP across. So Arlu keeps his money quite high. It's probably the healthiest economy we've seen so far between these 2 teams, in all honesty. I don't think either team has actually been able to build a bank through the entire first map, at least. So let's see how this AWP battle goes. Cooper, I feel like he had the upper hand through Overpass, in all fairness. He had, what, 25 kills at the end of it? I'd say about 12 of those are easily AWP kills as well. Something like that. So I'm not sure if Food will have heard the scope on that. He'll have heard the player actually land near the actual drop. Depending on if he heard the scope, it changes how things are going to go. So Cooper's actually towards this site anyway. He scoped on the lower ramp. Single flash comes through. He actually hits the players then as well.
Cooper spots them out. Gets the adjustment off. That's a kill back onto Sunny. So much damage done from the fire. Oh, the Krieg and the AWP doing very systematic work of picking off the eUnited boys to start to come back towards the site. The Molotov finally gets its revenge on Alu.
Did he go on the ladder?
What?
He must have gone on the ladder, right? It felt like his aim went a bit to the
side.
Right?
Accuracy just went out the window, yeah. But now
so
it's
this B-Holds worked out really well, in all fairness. Like, considering Cooper didn't actually get the opening kill when they came down the ramp, like the flash pushed him off perfectly, but he got some damage down anyway. Not a bad round. He just missed.
Yeah.
I think. I thought he moved right a bit, but evidently not. That's a rough one. If he gets that kill, it changes the round completely. So I mentioned the money on the actual ENCE side was pretty much all right, and we can see evidently it still is. Only missing one grenade. Cooper will be going for that B-Halls pick though. The flash from Food will come up the ramp. Not a perfect flash for this peak, but the Molotov should send him away either way. He actually stays and gets the kill.
That works out quite nicely, actually. He's only knocked down to 70.
Yeah, that's really, really good. And the reaction from it, see if they can get anything towards outside. Aerial.
Freakazoid. Nearly got tapped down by Aerial, just going for the cheeky tap.
That's 100 health down. He just stood in it the whole way.
Aerial's been forced back. He can trade it out towards the AWP. He spots them out as well, as they're just bouncing around towards the site at this point. Meanwhile, over at Ivy, X7, trying to play his cards right. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out too well on the timing. He walks into the crosshairs of Vanity, goes down, gives him a free Krieg, and now there's only a minute left on the clock, with 2 players left on the side of ENCE. They're both set up to converge on the site at the same time. Aerial with the AWP picks off the first as Freakazoid is removed from the equation. Flashbangs go over. They've still got 2 more flashes and a smoke to work with. Elevated angle in play though for Food, and it is an easy clean up there.
Yeah, he has absolutely cleaned his plate there, hasn't he? Left no food. 2 to 3 should be an eco round coming from ENCE, although I can definitely see like a half buy coming from them though. There's enough money to get some like pistol armor on some of the players. You probably need to drop maybe P250s for 2 of them though. But that was a really nice control on the spray there. So ultimately, I mean, the United CT side, I could see there seems to be some cohesion at the very least, right? They seem to be understanding. I'm going to be here, you need to be there, that sort of thing, right? But the question is, how will things go if they actually end up with a situation where they don't get an AWP in play? Because I feel like it revolves around Cooper's AWP. We can see him peeking B-Halls. It means they can leave Food more towards Z. A single flash is here for the burst. I don't think that'll get them too far.
No, it's done absolutely nothing. They've just run straight into Vanity.
Wait, he's on the one?
He's destroyed each and every one of them at this point. Sunny, lucky to still be alive, eventually goes down as Freakazoid will be able to dispatch the last 2 men. And it is now tied up.
Yeah, 3 to 3, you lose 1 player. That's not too bad, I guess. It wasn't really a heavy investment round from the ENCE guys. So let's see how ENCE do on this buy round. So we've had, what, 3 buy rounds in the 3 rounds? Or 3 buy rounds now, counting this round as well, in the last 4. I feel like if you're ENCE and use this one, you're contemplating a pause. You probably give it 2 more maybe, just to see how that goes, because you only need, what, 6 T rounds really, to be comfortable.
Yeah.
So Cooper aggressing towards A this time. We normally see him towards B. So how awkward would it be if Marky actually doesn't remove himself from ladder if a smoke or a Molotov comes in, which... So that will delay any push there.
Cooper.
Very patient on this.
With the first to get the opening contact kill though into this round, as he is waiting for the extension to come out. Aerial's just holding it as well. Backup is arriving in the form of Alu. They jump spot out. Cooper doesn't stick around for too long though, so Alu can't get the trade. And Marky actually gets the initial pick. He is left very low though, not too much health to play with. The drop through the ladder.
Let's try to go back up.
as Marky will also hit the floor. Cooper spots out an X7 that is just leaping all over the place, continues to jump at him. He doesn't actually land the shot with the AWP either, and now they're back into such a tight position, but they're rotating off. They're going in towards the B site. Food, rapid rotation, but it won't save them. He still goes down. Sunny's got 2. He'll be hungry to get a 3rd kill, but he is denied. A bullet delivered straight between his eyes. It's Vanity now suspecting a potential push from the A site, but both of the 2 remaining Ts are down on B.
I think he's just going to say if he wants to get the AWP out. So Cooper's AWP in between there. So all things considered, Marky actually nearly burnt to death again in ladder. Just then, that actually wasn't off of the fight he had towards the player that ran out A main. That was another Molotov in there. It just didn't get the back corner in ladder, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get a Molotov that does go far enough in to cover that and then force him into either that tight corner, like right beneath you. So they might need to do some adjustments on that, I guess, to utilize it. But if he's going to be playing like that every round, I feel like if you're ENCE, you're welcoming it. Like, that's an easy pick, in my mind. 4-3, though, so this was such an awkward battle.
It was a really weird fight. Like, the constant jumps, the fact there were 2 shots that almost should have hit and nearly hit both times. That's a frustrator of a duel.
Yeah. I think the awkward bit, though, is for the fact that Cooper, he actually got tagged when X7 did that jump peak as well. So you're like, how's he hitting me? Like, how does that work? A B-side play. Cooper's going towards upper again. We've seen how he does before. He stands in the mall if it's there. But they're not ready for it. He's done it, like, what, 4 rounds already this half?
I mean, they're lucky to actually get away with their lives at that point. Sure, they're low, but they are still alive. Alu.
The reaction, though. Straight out A main. They understand there's got to be 2 players there.
Suspecting once again the market potentially going to be playing close in towards Hot Dog. Instead, he's on top of the bomb train, and now he's dead. As Sergey finds the early frag. X7 leaping into action as he bounds his way through. He got Freakazoid so low, and they're then going to set him on fire, as he will be taken down very, very quickly. Cooper and Vanity are the only 2 that actually remain into this round now, and they're not in a good position, as there is a man hunting them. Sunny spots them out. The adjustment wasn't good enough. Luckily, Vanity will get the kill with the Famous. He can try and save the AWP. That's going to be his main goal, but they will hunt him here, Ben.
It's a good hunt to go for as well. They understand how much reliance there is right now on that AWP. Should just be a case of when he dies here. So 5-3. This was the concern I had, though. Right, how do eUnited play when they get put into a situation where they will not be able to get an AWP into the next round? Regardless here. If they get kills, it changes things. But right now, you want to have a player on 46-50. And unfortunately for them, it's not Cooper either. So that'll be a case of having somebody on glass cannon on something else, unless you give him the AWP. Which right now, that's not what you want. So Freakazoid's got single nade. Nobody else is in with his idea. I think he's just nading A main. If there was another 2, might have got the kill.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the tank.
The airstrike again. Oh, it is actually. They've gone for the APC, but it's not going to work out too well. Everyone's going down very quickly into this round. The only one that actually puts up a good fight is Freakazoid. Food left on 8 HP. With the response, though, at least makes it very costly for ENCE in the round. They will still win it, but they're going to have to spend a whole lot more money to reinvest off the back of losing 3 players there.
Vanity got the kill. So that's the possibility that you can have. You can have an AWP in play, but it means whoever buys it will have no armor. And you don't want to make them give it to Cooper and then have no armor with whatever weapon Cooper gives them. So let's see how this works out then. So Vanity having the AWP. This will be their learning test of, does it have to be Cooper as the AWP? Or can we actually just make sure we have 1 on the map no matter what? So he's actually playing towards Ivan, watching that Olaf push.
Ooh.
Not a good start.
No. It could have been a very effective early pick into the round. Instead, it's a bit of an awkward miss, and it does reveal their hand. Alu as well. Straight back into the fight. Gets the trade onto Freakazoid. Cooper, though, he doesn't need an AWP, Ben. He's just as effective with an M4 in his hands as he does some very damaging slaughtering into this one. And looks to add to that even more. The extension out works out so well. It's probably a benefit he didn't have it right now. He's been able to be so mobile with this M4 that he's massacred everyone.
Yeah, and he actually will be able to retrieve an AWP inside there if he really wants to as well. So I can't imagine he gets too much done here. It's an awkward position to be in. You can probably assume somebody is in A main. But coming out of ladder, there's so many different angles you have to check. Marky's in a lovely off angle as well. He actually peeks into him as well. Gave him a chance. But that means Cooper grabs an AWP, so they've got 2. So let's see how they do with that, actually. So Cooper's basically been playing towards B anyway. He's been just going upper repeatedly. ENCE haven't seemed to learn that he has been doing that over and over again, either despite getting a kill there. So let's see how they actually utilize this, rather. Vanity will be going towards Ali as usual. Looks like Cooper's going to be going Z instead. Oh, actually the lower pick. There's 3 players going towards B, so this is different. But look at the grenades from ENCE. This is very different. They're probably going fast 3 Ali.
So they try and get Ivy control here. They're still going to have to waste some time, wait for those Molotovs to extinguish. They want to go for the run boost jump face. Alu glides through the air gracefully, looking like the true acrobat that he is.
Ooh, this is so aggressive. The concern is for ENCE, they have nobody here. He's boosting a player up as well to make sure they clear from a different angle. If Food goes all the way around, it's probably round 1. Like, this information alone should win you the round regardless, in my mind. Like, Cooper clears ladder as well. They wasted a smoke, unfortunately, but that's whatever. Food, he can either cut off the rotate completely towards B, or he can push further and gain A main control. Looks like he's just going to hold that rotation. That nade's come out at such a good time.
Ooh, nice bit of damage. Not too much, but at least a good way of slowing things down ever so slightly. 50 seconds left. They push their way out. Vanity still wielding the AWP. Snipes down the first man before he has to quickly escape out of there and get into a better angle to have a higher chance of surviving. But there's Cooper up to his old tricks with a weapon, as he will find that pick back over onto Alu. Aerial as well, punished. And Cooper finally strikes again. A further pick back onto X7. And eUnited get themselves a 5th on the board now.
Yeah, the double AWP is actually working out for them. 2 kills from Cooper there, 1 from Vanity.
I mean, it's CT side train, right? If there's a map and an opportunity where you can actually get that many scopes out and be super effective with it, this is definitely going to be the map for you.
It's not even a case of just actual like sniper rifle scopes either. Like, you know, we had the org changes come in a year ago now, actually. I think it's just, what, 1 week away from being a year? Which was actually the economy change as well, which it's crazy how time flies, I suppose, in that sense. But let's see how this goes. There's no investment from ENCE here. Food's going to be tested. He does have Cooper backing him up, though. But the question is, will they get a bomb plant? They shouldn't be able to. Especially with the good utility they have, actually, on Food and Cooper. The only thing they could do with is an extra HE grenade, but should be fine regardless.
Cooper gets the first, but Food does the rest of the damage. Just one by one, they go out towards him. Alu wants to get the plant. Is he going to get away with it? Yes, he will. They will ignite him, but it's a little bit too late. He's at least got the bomb down.
Yeah, Food did not prioritize what the actual potential was there.
Yeah.
Should have been getting the HE grenade out, hoping you tagged him in some way. Obviously, he won't know that Alu still had 91 health, but that's still low enough you can kill him in 1, right? So the fact that they got the plant still off of that means they do get a lot more utility in play. 6-6 as well, consider eUnited chose the CT side. I said that ENCE probably were looking at for like 6 to 7 rounds. They've already got the 6. They might even get 9. But they need to get through that double AWP.
Alu, he's not had the most outrageous T-half with the AWP. But moving on over to the CT half, he could definitely be a huge nuisance. That Molotov, though, is a major problem. Everyone getting ignited there. Aerial takes a lot of damage, fought down to 44 HP. Alu left on 75. And Cooper, he has been so confident in these early game plays. Vanity as well, coming in strong, as you said, just bombarding him down. It has left someone sat nicely on the pallet.
Ooh. Like, Seven's actually managed to walk out. But Food somehow gets the kill. Things are going from bad to worse, it seems, for ENCE on this T side. They can't deal with the double AWP in play. Like, you can see, they had a clear idea of what they wanted to do in A main there, but immediately the Molotov lands right on exactly where they wanted to actually go for the boost. So eUnited, this should be a pistol buy with armor coming from ENCE. It means they might be able to actually win out the half, pushing it to at least 8 rounds. The question is, would that be enough, though?
I don't know. Like, yeah, sure, it put you in a pretty good position at the end of this half, right? But then as well, it's T-side. And that pistol is still a big momentum boost.
Yeah.
Like, coming straight back into it, they're going to have their head screwed on very firmly. And once you've got a player like Alu on the AWP on CT side as well, it makes it so much harder. Trying to gain IV control here and just rolling with the punches off the back of the pistols they actually have to play with in this round. You have Armsurger, you've given him an AK-47, the spray down won't actually kill him, and this is where it starts to get rough. Wildly spams back through the smoke, almost getting the connection across. Vanity. If he fully extends out, it looks like Sergey might be set up to dispatch him. He does know where the bomb is, so shouldn't really push unless it's absolutely necessary, but he's already crossed. You've dinked Cooper down to 16 HP. Luckily, Vanity kills him on the reface, or that could have been horrific.
The worry is that those kills ultimately mean nothing at this point, right? We look at how much money eUnited have accumulated over that time. So many of their gun runs were just clean as anything. So you have a situation where that really didn't mean too much, right? Sergey will be thinking, I could have definitely won that round. He should have probably killed Vanity when he did peek, because he really shouldn't have peeked at all. It was a very unusual one. But the question is, can eUnited get to the actual 9 rounds on the CT side? I feel like it's absolutely needed. So I'm not sure how much faith I have in that T side. And finally, they get Cooper out of position and with a flashbang as well.
Ooh. Doesn't get the follow-up. But they are into a 4 versus 4 aerial. What? Doesn't get the kill. Marky's able to turn on him. The M4 madness reigning supreme. Alu just appears out of nowhere like some kind of magician.
They've actually gone B with bomb, though. They haven't planted yet, though. They're waiting for a rotate. So the rotate did actually get the information that it is there. This plant is difficult to deal with as a CT, because it's got such a wide angle view. It's good for APA, it's good for CT. And you don't have control of that bomb site anymore.
Oh, all right. Just goes fully in for the contact play with the scope, although when he does start to go aggressive again, he runs into the awaiting arms of Sunny. It won't take any time to mess around. Gets the kill. A little bit paranoid about where the potential pushes could be coming from, though, as he looks back over towards Connector. Food, making noise now. Ooh. But he's so exposed, Ben. He gets shot up. They have to fully commit to it. He will kill him, but it's left in the 1v1. They don't have much time. Sunny with a beautiful way to end the first half there as he does some disgusting things with that Krieg. Find out how this one is going to go in the second half after break.
Streets, I see you foes trying to trap me, but I don't run like a track meet, even though I'm #1 like an athlete. And the way I maneuver around you and through you, I'm coming and I'm bound to pursue you. I'm everything that you knew of, plus more. What's in store is I'm about to get to you. Sleepless nights, better think this twice before you step to me and come and speak with strife. There's a lesson when you reach my life. It'll be chin-checking and I'll teach you right. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I've seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge, I'll beat anyone. I'm the one, I'll be quite clear. Bow down to no one, I'm right here. I get it in, I don't fight fair. And guess what? I'm your worst nightmare. Cause I ain't taking no losses. And I don't even care what the cost is. Are you prepared for the forces I'm about to bring? Cause I'm the boss of all bosses. I penetrate your thoughts and fill them with doubt. You gon' feel where I'm coming and feel what I'm about. If they come in with the drama, I'm wheeling them out. Cause I ain't about to have somebody here stealing my clout. I keep my friends close, enemies closer. Cause that's the way it is and the way it's supposed to be. Anybody can see there's only room for one, and that one is me. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I've seen plenty bail. And there will be surprised what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge. I'll beat anyone. I'm the one. I'll be quite clear.
(8-7) was the scoreline there at the end of the first half. eUnited bringing it back and looking quite dominant, actually, once they started to get into the swing of things. It was the double AWP setup that was a real big game changer, but now they're on the T side, Ben.
Yeah, T side, and we've had a bit of a curse with the United T side, haven't we? Whoever gets that P250, you're doomed to die.
Well, Freakazoid, he's got the weight on his shoulders going into this one. Let's see if the curse still holds up.
He's giving it a chance.
Ooh.
Oh, he actually deals the first bit of damage this time.
Success. Curse
Last
is broken.
time, you know, he died. That tick bite turned into a headshot.
Yeah.
It's quite rough.
Oh. Oh, wow. That's a big dink.
The rotate should be here, but it's going to be a bit too late to actually help him. He gets decent damage out, at the very least, but that's the bomb site taken.
Yeah, they've been able to swarm their way on. Let's see if there can be a nice effective retake here from ENCE. They're going to have to wait for the bomb to go down unless they really want to try and push their agenda early on. The bomb has only just arrived. Cooper was a little bit late to the party, fashionably late as always. Now they're into the 4 versus 5 retake situation. In terms of the utility, they've got 2 flashbangs and 1 smoke. They do have a kit as well. They're slowly pushing up and hoping to just chip away. That's a good way to start things off, though, as they start swinging. Aerial gets 2. Food and Marky done for. Cooper as well. Going to be blown to bits. And it's all left on Vanity. He can't really go for a wild play. Instead, he's going to have to let it slip out of his hands. He does get 1 as they bombard towards him, but it's now been tied up instantly off the back of the opening pistol here on the second half.
Yeah, the kind of crazy bit is Ali for the pistol bought a smoke, nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. So he just kind of sat there with $500 extra, which I guess if you really want to be kind of picky with your money, he's the AWPer, right? That extra $500, if he's done the full maths behind it, he might be able to do something different. But he actually goes straight for an M4 with Kevlar, so it's not like he got head armor with it. It's very interesting in that regard, but that was a scout that actually got taken out in A main there as well. Because this is actually a force buy from eUnited. Obviously, with the bomb plant, you probably do go for that instead. The SG's not really been given a chance just yet. Cooper and Freakazoid wheeling both, and they're both at alley. The A main control, they actually flashed in, but they didn't go in towards it. There's nobody towards Ivy. They'll only turn around when that smoke goes down. Sunny
now focusing on them. Spots out 2, fires off the shots, but it's not going to pepper spray them up and leave them low. Instead, it's just going to spook them ever so slightly. Alu waiting by the steps, hoping to be in a better position here as Food will advance. Timing could be everything. They fire off the warning shots. He'll go in for a critical strike and at least get 1 opening kill. There's some madness going on there as well with the jump in MP9.
That's certainly something. Oh, that flashbang. Oh my god.
He's still going for the jump shots. He got the kill.
Whoa. The SG's picked up by Vanity, but there's no way he gets back. I mean, if that's one way to cause a ruckus and be a distraction, be the flying Finman.
Yeah. Like straight through the air. Gets that kill on Cooper.
Even better when you actually do get a kill, as he said. So Ali gets an SG in his hands. It means that eUnited have to actually eco 1 more. There's 2 deagles in place. It's actually not as much of a pure eco, but more or less consider this should be an ENCE round, unless things go awry very quickly.
Ivy control going to be battled for. X7 pushes out, but it's more of a control play.
eUnited have heard that noise and really want to bite on that actual attack. Look at them all. They've got 1 player towards B. He has the grenade, so it's not like they can flash and try and isolate that one guy. Are they going to run boost? Oh, that nade. It doesn't do as much as I thought it would. 1 player took so much more damage. Oh, X7 really wants to fight this. That'll do it, though. Extra support from Sunny.
Marquis grabs the deagle of his fallen brethren. Oh, it's a very lovely shot to land, but it is only going to be the one. Can't actually get anything else out of it. No more bang for his buck. And Vanity, just with a Glock, sprinting around on the site, trying to cause a bit of a distraction. And they're all going to be coming out to play. And ENCE, off the back of that, now put themselves on a 10-8 scoreline.
Yeah, 10-8. It's kind of hard to judge what the actual call was on that eco round. I think it was a case of Alfake that were rushing B, and then suddenly that Ali contact came in. So they were just like, all of them flocked towards it and just kind of looked at it like a bright light when you're a moth sort of thing. And he just kind of threw the smokes and stuff at B and was like, you guys have died before the fake's gone off. It's like, whatever, it's fine. We'll carry on. 10-8. So a lot of the early utility used towards A main. Nothing quite pressuring Freakazoid too much, but it does take some light damage. The further grenades makes you think they might be trying to go for that A main control. Oh.
That's always a new favourite now as well. It's a very nice way of clearing drop. Yeah.
They did it in a better way than most people have been doing it, in my mind. Because they managed to both land at the same time next to each other, rather than on top of each other, which I suppose it depends how much of a difference is there doing the actual on top. Does it mean that you get the player on top who lands first and gets accurate, or if it's the other way? They're actually going to go for the boost. Sergey? Oh no, they actually go smoke instead. If they were to boost though, Sergey's definitely in an angle where you might be able to see him, because he's doing the actual right at the back of B, where you're on the ladder and checking upper and lower. So, you know, the slow T-side seems to be a common trend with them, no matter the map.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to see much of Mirage's T-side. But on Overpass, this seemed to be the situation they went for most times. So it looks like it's going to be a fake towards B, which might actually force a third player towards B, though. It depends on if Sunny believes in this actual play. Which he does.
They're backed off towards Pop Dog. Doesn't work out at all in the fashion that Vanity wanted it to. Freakazoid eliminated there, but Marky, a huge double kill coming into play. Food also picking up the counter frag back onto Alu, but X7 in the backline could cause not only a distraction, but disruption to the play here from eUnited. He's just going to try and play it a little bit slower, straight up the ladder, toying with them as his teammate comes out to assist. Sergey gets the frag, but here's the backstab from Cooper. He shows off where he is, and as Sergey decided to go for the sprint towards the bomb site, he will get the follow-up kill.
Yeah, very nice aggression, really. Kind of identifying, if I let him get towards the bomb, he might have a smoke. It makes it very difficult for him to deal with. But the way the round was playing out, you know, we had a, what, 5v3 advantage for ENCE? They got a kill towards ladder, which Ariel was gifted, in honesty. He then kind of gave an opportunity for himself to, I believe he peeked out and allowed Marky to get the kill, instead of holding his ground and hoping his teammates cover the back push. Which, in hindsight, they'll look back, they'll see that was a slight error. But nevertheless, 10-9, they're still got a buy in play. X7 might as well consider it a buy from him as well, MP9. He's had it a few times now. But the buy's kind of rough for both teams in some senses. Like, we've got 2 SMGs on eUnited. A much more balanced effort from them on this map as well. I believe there's, what, 4 players on 14 kills right now for eUnited, and then the others on 10. So ENCE's been doing really well with actual utility in terms of gaining a main control. Like, they throw enough offensive utility that it forces them to not even consider standing inside at the risk of a Molotov being there. So that's a nice little shot to have both players at the back of the room not being touched by this and actually just thinking of it as a sauna, as the Finns love.
We do enjoy the extra heat, warms you up. Now though, 40 seconds left on the clock.
They have no flash above.
Yeah, they go
for smoke.
Oh, he actually caused them
nice.
to turn. That was really clever, playing off the back of the audio cues. They believed it was a flashbang. Sunny, though, using a flashbang to once again go for another fight, but he's been burnt to a crisp by Freakazoid. Alu with a double kill, starting to pop off on the CT side with the AWP. Something that we expected, but we're now starting to see. And Cooper He has this trusty weapon, but there's no chance for him to do anything really left into this round. So he is going to back off, and that'll be an 11th picked up by ENCE.
Some nice music being played in that
Yeah.
room. I forgot the music actually plays in there.
The little radio in the break room.
So he keeps the AWP in play.
The smoke play was cool.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that actual situation. Aerial for a half second actually did do the full
He went to turn.
flick away. I suppose that's one way to do it, instead of actually dropping the smoke down and making it so you definitely cannot see. So drop the smoke above, you can guarantee the visual is still there. So this is truly operating around the AWP. Yeah. What can they get done? How can they utilize him? Not a good start, by any means. Arlo gets the free kill on food. Cooper's kind of left with, not much to look for, really.
That's the thing. They're not really going to expose themselves as well because they don't have to. They've got the first pick, so the opportunities are quite limited for Cooper now. X7, he might have a fight on his hands here with a backstabbing freakazoid a little bit later on into the round. He is very suspecting of it, though. Ooh. So I don't feel like there's going to be an opportunity. Meanwhile, Alu's playing a game of whack-a-mole as it keeps popping up and bobbing up. Marky.
They saw him go towards Olaf. I believe Sunny saw the jump out based on the way Arlo was moving. Bit more concerned about Cooper, obviously, which is a fair assessment. So you can see Vanity just then running back to T-spawn because the bomb is there, so even if they were to get kills, that would be an awkward track back. That timing. It's actually unreal. Just a matter of time. Sunny, there we go, gets the kill. There's still an A main, though. I can't imagine Cooper's willing to go for another save.
Will ENCE even let them at this point as well is the other question. Cooper does back off and looks like he might actually just go sit and T-spawn. Vanity's the only one that sits somewhat closer, but here comes the push in. Sunny. You would have thought if you weren't the corner, he actually would have lose the fight, but instead he wins it overall. Just completely smashed him there on the peak with the M4. And now Cooper, it'll be a fight for his life in the last 10 seconds of the round here. Seems like ENCE aren't willing to overextend, so they don't really have too much money. So he will be able to save again with the AWP.
Yeah, I believe the trending quote is Jame time. To save back-to-back.
Easy.
France right now, 12-9. 4 rounds is all they need to actually force eUnited straight out of the actual tournament itself as well. Thankfully, this time Cooper's going to be surrounded by some weaponry at least. I was kind of interested in the fact that he had $200 that he had from saving the previous round. He didn't even bother buying a flash until now, recognizing I might be able to use this with other people's weapons involved. So with 3 early smokes being used towards outside there. In between, E-box. Where's the third one actually gone? Not too sure, it might be in flashbang instead actually. Aerial gets the kill and he actually survives with 1 HP and gets the whole way back. Sergey is finally getting tested, but the molly's down so early. That's way too easy. 2 kills immediately as they come down the ramp. Puts a smoke on it as well. The bomb is gone. They have to go through the smoke.
Cooper's all in.
Ooh. He's found himself a nice passage.
Oh, the aggressive recon sniper. Oh, he misses it though, Ben. The no-scope. It won't land in the chest of Aerial. He continues on spamming into them with the M4. That is another round shut down. And they've now got 13 rounds. They're picking up way too much momentum on their CT side.
Yeah, it's quite weird when Cooper managed to get down that ramp. Kind of felt like he was in the eye of the storm in a way. Just kind of surrounded smokes all the way around. Finds another member in the form of Sergey. But
so the only actual gun we have that isn't a pistol for the T side is a MAC-10 for Vanity now.
Not ideal.
No.
I believe it's been 4 rounds since there's those 4 players and 14 kills for eUnited. As of 4, they've got 2 kills since.
It's not the best average.
No. Even then, the other players also got 1. So it's been 3 kills in the last 4 rounds. Not good. Not good.
Oh, Sunny. No, that's awful.
He still has the grenade out and he
saved.
What?
So hard by his teammate there.
He wasn't even that concerned, was he? He's kind of like, throw this at the floor.
I'll turn.
Like, what?
That's ridiculous. The fact he's been able to live.
So they managed to get an M4 out of that.
It's like the gif of the raccoon that walks up to the the cat food that's in the little bowl and just steals all of it. That was him. Just pressed E on the M4. This is mine.
Mine now.
Yeah.
Well, like I suppose there's that little box as well. The one where you press the button and then the cat slaps the button against it.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting one though. 4v3. There's armor on 2 of the players. Full armor, that is. Cooper has no head armor, which is not ideal by any means. But it's not undoable all that nade. Decent damage. Means a headshot to 2 of the players is an immediate kill. Unfortunately, they still need to get the headshot to make that happen.
Ooh. X7.
Nope.
It's a 4K now into the round. Food goes up to recover the scavenged M4, peeks out, and Sergey will get the 5th and final kill of the round. That's round 14 now claimed by ENCE. But this is the awkward play.
Awkward play of the day.
Yeah.
Very awkward indeed. So 14-9. eUnited, they get the AWP on Cooper, which has been very needed for them on this T side. Well, actually, supposed to be through the entire series, really. But the question is, can they actually make use of it? He had it on those 2 rounds after saving. So this is different. Immediate contact towards B. That's the second time Sergey's actually been tested towards that bomb site properly. The first time it meant he got 2 free kills, and see the reaction is immediate. Every time ENCE get contact with the other side of the map in forms of multiples, whether it's 2, 3, 4, they decide, right, let's take some other map like territory. So they just push straight towards main. They get control of main, but they don't stay in there. And they haven't done it yet. They have not once actually stayed with somebody in there. A single flash comes through. Ooh, Sergey's gambling quite a bit with this angle. He needs to check beneath it. But I don't think he will. Oh, this is awkward.
Although it is a bit of a standoff in terms of them actually spotting each other.
He should have heard the scope.
He's seen the scope. He does know. He's trying to get a further back angle to be able to get the kill. This is when there'll be the reaction from Food. He still had the adjustment in time, but Alu will get the trade at the very least. Now they're back into a 4 versus 3. The jump spot comes through as Vanity ascends his way up so quickly. Freakazoid really rolling back the years here, though, as this is some vintage damage from the man himself. Brings it back into a clutch scenario. The 1v1, there's the headshot from Freakazoid, and it's the 4K to save NRG.
Just when we needed him to actually show up as well. He was the player that's bottom performing for the team. But the fact Sergey gets that kill, Food trades it, but Alu's right there. But this is a great angle. He gets the kill onto X7, kills Alu, and immediately Sunny's already too far out to actually avoid anything else. And from then, you know, Aerial, he has no idea where Freakazoid is going to be making the move. But because of how clean those previous rounds were, it means that ENCE, they still have a fantastic buyout regardless. It just means there's less SGs though. And they were quite important to those rounds, and that's an unfortunate one. That is very unfortunate.
Or Rumbu's face. Won't change much, but it's always wonderful to watch.
Yeah, Aerial's been winning this fight in ladder pretty much every round. And X7, I think that was straight just through smoke. Like, there wasn't much doing with it. Cooper, he'll be on top of the server. Like, he probably gets a kill here if X7 faces too far. Confusing flash.
Yeah, I think just trying to at least put some doubt in their minds maybe at this point to slow it down. They're going to know they're both there, or at the very least one of them, from the noise they have been making. There's a minute left on the clock. They don't really have the manpower for this.
The setup they have near Hell here is actually really nice. Just in the fact that they'll get, if they kill X7, they'll be like, that's the Ivy player. Sunny's in a position where he should be able to get the backstab really nicely.
Oh, the miss from Cooper. That's the one time he needed to land the shot. And he doesn't actually get it off. Alu comes down as well. And Cooper finally eliminated there as Sunny will find the trade with the M4. That's rough. He's been hitting some really wonderful shots throughout the day, but when it mattered most, Ben, it didn't go his way.
Yeah, very unfortunate. I mean, we're now at series point as well. And look at the situation we have in terms of actual buy. We've got, what, a Mac 10, UMP, Food. It's a Galil for him. Not ideal by any means. And I would not be surprised if we saw something a bit more aggressive just because you need to try and get that close range angle. But they've had no success going towards Ivy, it feels like. X7's had complete control there. whether it's through the actual narrow choke point itself or even just kills in general. He's got both of them.
Well, it's once again the troublesome trio of eUnited attempting to gain control towards Ivy into the round. As they're all grouped up. They have the bomb with them as well. They've got a little bit more utility to play with this time around than before. Can X7 once again kill someone through smoke? That would probably be a very defining feature.
That would definitely be one way to keep that streak going. They're actually committing a 4th player towards Ivy. And this time Sunny, he recognizes there's still players here. A good HE.
Ooh.
Very good damage as well. So in fact, it was actually Freakazoid who's rejoined those players towards Ivy. So this should be an A end goal. If there's any hint of noise towards Ivy, I was going to say the Molotov will come out, which delays them even more. The smoke came from above ladder. Sunny can actually smoke at alley again. They'll be down to about 20 seconds when that smoke is actually fading. They have to go through it. Oh.
Well, there we go. That's the opening smoke kill. Oh, there's the second as well, as we expected. X7 doing what he does best. Everyone's going to hit the deck. X7 with another kill through the smoke, Ben, as he's had 3 of them into this round, and that actually should be everything done and dusted here for ENCE. You'd imagine this is going to be the 16th round claimed food. He had his opportunity to salvage it, but it was not meant to be. 16-10 is the scoreline, as ENCE will 2-0 eUnited and send them packing from ESL One New York here. That is the victory for Winland.